Hello everyone, welcome to the continuation of the Spectre of the Day series. We're starting it off with the Wraiths from the crypt area, and our links are going to be added lightning damage, controlled destruction, mean damage, spell echo, and faster projectiles. They don't need GMP of course, because they use ethereal knives. They actually have quite solid damage. The other option instead of controlled destruction would be to run Pierce, which would be more of a clear setup, but I feel like the damage is actually quite fine for these. Of course, we're just doing a relatively easy beach map. I raised them from a Catacombs map, so they're tier 7 too. So this is kind of on par level. And of course, as you can see, I'm not running with zombies to just showcase what they do really. It's really hard to see where the skills are they use, but you can see the knives sometimes coming out. They use this kind of like blackish ethereal knives instead of the normal greenish ethereal knives. They also have slower costing than normal ethereal knives would be costing, due to an inherent 25% or so less cost speed modifier that they have, but they still seem to be costing quite fast. And with level 20 fast projectiles, their projectiles don't actually seem to be that bad in terms of how far they travel. Of course, the clear speed could be a lot better. Because it's quite apparent that they can't really hit a whole pack at once. So maybe they would synergize very well with something like Sire Shards, or just yeah, well, the Pierce Cam of course. And their damage isn't like, it's nowhere near Solar Guards of course, but that's to be expected. But it seems fine, especially if you support them with zombies. I think their clear speed could be relatively good, because zombies could clear up while these guys do the majority of the AoE damage. But yeah, they're relatively easy to raise in higher level maps. Catacombs is a guaranteed one, I believe. But also the Ghost affix for maps is relatively common, I think. And you're pretty much guaranteed to get them there too. And they just seem to appear in other maps too. Like for example, Coves, if you shape Coves, then you have a tier 14 map to raise them in. And I'm not really sure what other maps, but they're quite decent amount. They're not anywhere near Solar Guards in terms of rarity. Wow, that guy had a lot of resistances. Apparently my Glacial Cascade couldn't reduce the resistances to negative. These immediately become vulnerable to elemental damage because of the elemental weakness aura. Right, let's see how the single target is here. Doesn't seem to be like crazy good. It also doesn't seem to be like horrible. Of course, normally zombies are the majority of my single target damage anyways. But if you compare it to something like Fire Eaters, Well, there's no comparison to those, of course. Yeah, they seem to be cute, but I definitely don't think they're gonna be top tier. The problem is that they just don't have enough base damages, so you'd have to scale them off of the added lining gen, and that really just doesn't cut it, I think. Their reduced cost multiplier is just really annoying. They move relatively fast though. They don't have very bad AI, like their EK costs quite a lot. So yeah, that was the Wraiths Spectre. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.